Buzz.
All right. All right, so let's just go ahead and get started. So this is the Lofty call. Every Monday, I do a Lofty conversation call and invite all agents at Epique because I want to make sure that everyone knows the importance of using your CRM. But not only that, where do you go to get that training and what's really your strategy for using your CRM? So those are the questions that we're going to talk about today. So the first thing I want to share is this is the training site. I'm going to put this in the copy. I'm going to put this in the chat so that everybody has this. I highly advise that you bookmark it too so that you could revisit it. I will show you how I have mine bookmarked, but there it is. So that is in the chat. And you see I have this Lofty folder right here. So if I click that, I could open my Lofty. I could go straight. I've bookmarked certain levels of the training so that I could get to it. So these are all just Lofty. So the one I shared with you is right here. And then I have my own Lofty account right here. So super important that you have access to it so you can open it every day and get to it. But let's go over this help center. This is the Lofty Help Center, the link I just shared, and it has all the training that you need. But this is the thing. This is your CRM. It's literally where your business is stored. It's where you're going to lead all of your potential clients. It's where you're going to create different campaigns or smart plans. All your messaging can be done through here, and you can even use AI to communicate with these people if that's what your goal is to do. So we all have different goals. We're all at different places, and it takes hours to do the trainings for Lofty. So this is where you start. This link right here, steps to getting started. Making a learning plan, attending the onboarding courses. I know that Josh has courses for onboarding right when you first sign up for Epique. I know that's changed since I've started, but it's all here for you. So since today is Monday, I highly suggest you go through this Lofty calendar right here. And once you click on it, you're able to go into these different areas and sign up for the weekly trainings. And these trainings are phenomenal. And there's somebody from Lofty on the other end. So you're able to ask your questions to a live person. So if you have a list or you're not sure about anything, this is where you start right here. They even tell you for agents getting started. Two, the next one you need to do is your lead management, and then your smart plans, and then your listings and marketing, CRM part 2. They give you everything that you could possibly need. So even though I call this a Lofty discussion today inside of Epique, we're not going to recreate the wheel. We're not going to offer all of these trainings when you could be talking to a Lofty expert and figuring this all out. But it's something you got to do. If you guys do not have your CRM set up and you're wanting to do lead generation things, then I suggest you time block this week so that you could go to all of these classes. So by Friday, you know how to use this platform. It's a great platform if you know how to use it. So all of that is right there. So then more help down here. If you scroll down, you could see here's their email and here's their phone number. And they're usually really good about offering or answering their email. So here's also a Lofty Facebook group that you could do. I want to point out, know that the website, because Epique has an enterprise account, know that the website is not like when you go to the ones on here. This is if you do the website upgrade. That's what these are. We have a subdomain for the main website that Epique has created, which is all that we really need. If you're going to get into all those details, I suggest you just do a blog, not upgrade your website. And here's the main reason. Because Epique is an enterprise account, Epique has access to all the MLSs that anybody with Epique is signed up for. So since I'm in Texas, there's like probably 20 different MLSs across Texas that I have access to. And my clients are able to go into any of those MLSs from my website and see the listings in that area. So that's a huge bonus for having a subdomain. The bad part about having a subdomain is that we're not able to customize it quite as much as the people that here are. But I didn't see the value. I wouldn't do that. I would use exactly what we have. And then I plan on myself going and creating a blog this year. That's my number one goal to add on to my business this year. So step-by-step guides, you guys see how phenomenal this site is. So just make sure that you open it up in your bookmark or open it up in the chat and then bookmark it so that it shows up on your bookmarks bar and you could visit this regularly. So any questions about that?
I got one.
Corey, hi, how are you?
Good news.
I'm
So
good.
being with the subdomain
Uh-huh.
versus an agent domain. So once you go to an agent domain, you no longer have all the functions of a subdomain, like access to all the MLSs.
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay.
So not worth doing. In my opinion, that's not worth doing. And this is the thing, like Lofty is not a magic. I mean, it's pretty magical. Like it does a lot, but it's not going to do our work for us. Our job is going to be what I'm about to share with you next. It's creating the offers. It's going out. I just pulled up some slides from the class from one of the classes I did recently. And I want to talk to you guys about strategy. So are there any more questions about Lofty and the onboarding and how to do all of that? After I talk to you for just literally 5 minutes about the offers and creating offers and putting those out into the world, I'm going to open up my own Lofty account. I'm going to give you a short overview of what some of the functions that it does are that I am aware of. It does a lot more. Remember, I'm a new agent with Epique as well. I've been here for 6 months. I was using KB Core religiously at EXP, and I moved over here and started using Lofty. So I'm learning all of these things right along with you, but I just see the importance, and I thought that we needed to have something inside of Epique, and that's why we have this conversation. Okay, so let's go into, if no more questions about this website, I'll leave that open in case we need to come back to that. But I want to go look at this. So what I want you guys to think about is your strategy with your real estate business and what are your funnels. So funnels are, I did a whole class on this. So I'm going to try to just make this really short, but a funnel is this right here. This is a funnel. These are the different marketing pieces that you can put out into the world so that you could pull people into your funnel, which I want you to think of this funnel as being inside of Lofty. So every single piece of content that you put out, whether it be a newsletter, whether it be a mailer, whether it be a social media ad or a social media post or a open house flyer, whatever marketing piece that you put out into the world, it's very important that that offer has some kind of lead capture so that in order for your potential client, your lead, to give you their data, their email address, their phone number, their real information, you want to offer them an offer of value, something that is very special to that funnel, something that you have gone out and created and you're not just going to go give it away for free. Like you want to be able to find your people. So that is all in whatever that offer is that you're going to put out, all of this marketing. I feel like this is the biggest missing piece for so many real estate agents, that they don't realize when they get their real estate license that they're entrepreneurs now and they're in charge of their own marketing pieces. And this is what Zillow and Realtor.com and all of them do so well, and why so many agents pay them to just do it and bring those leads to us. and then we pay for our own leads because we don't know how to do all of this. So what is your special offer? And I'm going to tell you a couple today. So the first, I'm going to tell you what I use. So offer number one is for my VIP, my sphere of influence. I did all of this work to get to add this person onto my VIP list. Now I do all kinds of different things for them. I do client appreciation parties. I do send out cards. I do all of these things. But the first thing that they're going to get once they get entered into my VIP database, they're going to get an email or a link to sign up for a home bot. And HomeBot is just one piece. This is just what I use. And you can replace this offer with whatever you want. But I love using HomeBot. You guys could go Google HomeBot later. Your lender hopefully uses HomeBot. It's the number one email that I have my clients open every single month. And it's a report that is sent out to them, but it's not like it is kind of somewhat of a valuation, but it's created more on the lender side of everything. It gives them more ideas of what they could do with their equity. And it's really just a report for the home. And so that's one of my value adds for my VIP. And I love it. Doesn't have to be that. It could be, and you just get to decide. And that's why I want to go over here to offer number 3 for the public. So let's just say, for example, you are living in an area like I do, and there's a lot of relocation going on. So a relocation guide would be a perfect offer to put out into the world so that if they click on it and they want to get it, they have to give you their information. And then that relocation guide gets emailed to them. So those are some of your offers. This is something I do in my private group, which any of you are welcome to come to, but just message me if that's of interest to you. That's something totally different. So that's really what we're going to now jump over here into Lofty and talk about. So that funnel part, this is what I want you guys to remember right now. This funnel part right here, that happens inside of Lofty in the campaigns. So if you go to marketing and you go to smart plans, see, I clicked on the tab up here. This is going to be really short. I'm going to talk about this for 30 more seconds, and then I'm just going to go over all of this. But inside of the marketing tab is where your smart plans are. And in the smart plans, this is where you can go in and you can create a smart plan. I call it a campaign. It's a campaign. So if, like, I do not have my reload guide in here yet. This is something I'm working on for this year. But if I were to create a new one and I wanted to give them my relocation guide, this is where I would do it so that they have to fill it out here. What I do have and what I did create this year, and we're still working on, is my re-engage campaign. And I did go in here and I customized it, and you can see I have a video right here. So it would, if you wanted to do a reload guide or whatever your offer is, you can go in and then create a smart plan. And then the first email is giving them the information. So I hope that kind of makes sense. If it doesn't, no worries. You just have to learn how to do it. I just want to show you that it can be done. And if you take all of these Lofty courses that they're offering, these webinars, you'll learn how to do it. They go over all of the smart plans, all of that stuff in all of these emails.